So, last time on Out of the Abyss, our weary traveler, you're not weary travelers anymore, our stalwart defenders of the universe have trekked with an army at their back deep into, they're headed towards the Underdark, where they had just escaped, from which they had just escaped. Leading their little army, they have left the dwarven city of Gauntlgrim. As they traveled down, they reached a giant and terrifying pitch dark chamber that is unknown size, but very haunted. This is actually, you're not in the Underdark yet right now. This is a part of the mountain that Gauntlgrim is in. And one of your guides explained to you, this is called the Vault of Ghosts, an old area of Gauntlgrim that was not yet reclaimed by modern citizens, but was occupied thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago from an ancient civilization that originally built Gauntlgrim. You were setting up a perimeter while your army could make its way down into the lift. It kind of takes a long time.
Dino Deuce played this card. Give poof lightning damage.
And while exploring, you were attacked by some ghosts that were occupying some statues. And it was kind of scary, but you definitely made short work of them and have head back to the base of the lift, where you are waiting for the rest of your comrades. Poof, you have bottled lightning thanks to Dean, so you can use that as one of your actions.
Yeah, some idiot woke up the ghost.
So, here you are at the base of the lift, waiting patiently as about every 40 minutes it touches back down, and about 10 of your comrades steps very nervously down, and then the lift goes back up to collect the next group. You wait for a ways. You have a little small fire. Some of you start poking around, seeing if there's anything around that you could cook up, but the place is weirdly dead. There's no fungus here. There is nothing edible within sight, and you think it might be a bad idea to blow through your rations this early. And so you wait, but it seems unsettling, like creeping spirits are enclosing in your area.
Don't worry.
Which Nicole finds hilarious.
I was thinking creeping ghosts in your area.
Not a single creepy ghost in your area.
Dino Deuce played this card. Buff
Clingy
Barbarian
ghosts.
learns Fireball.
Nero, you have a bottled flame to use if you would like.
Yes.
You don't have to use it now, obviously. You have it for later.
I throw it immediately. No,
You feel in your little pocket.
piss off, ghosts! I say as I throw it. No,
Nero, you've been through this chamber before, and while there's always been rumors of it being haunted, especially since it is named the Vault of Ghosts, you've never actually seen a ghost here before, and you think it's a bit unsettling.
I'm writing this in my journal. Writing all this information down.
Just kind of chronicling the ghost activity.
Right. I'm noting that like what this place normally is like, and now there's increased activity of paranormal nature.
You notice that every group of 10 that step off the lift look around, their eyes wide. You can tell they are unsettled and nervous as they clutch their belongings and their supplies.
Muro is oddly comfortable, and he's like making sure that nobody is trying to sneak rations. And he's like, guys, don't worry, I'm the best person to guard it. I eat like once a month.
Would we have had? Would we have set up like maybe some sort of camp for people to feel comfortable at?
You
Hmm?
find that there is probably no point to setting up your tents here. You're kind of like surrounded on all sides from open, utter darkness.
Yeah.
And this is not a very friendly spot for camping.
I imagine setting up camp in a ghost spot would be pretty intense.
Thank you, Nero. Thank you for fulfilling my need to hear a dad joke from you.
You're welcome.
That joke wasn't that intense. Um,
So yeah,
We have at least a fire here, so we might have like a little seat area or something like that. I
well,
don't know.
the people kind of sit on the ground. It's a very chalky earth. But once in a while, you'll feel a breeze blow by and voices on the breeze. Haunting, like a sigh. Nicole, your ears prickle a little bit. Could you please roll perception?
Nicole does not have good perception. Why would you do this?
The first roll of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Leave us
I
alone.
was too busy just like quietly complaining like honestly, even the Underdark was actually better than this area. I really need he really needs to get his shit together and reclaim this so that ghosts can stop haunting. Just like Blingdenstone, they're getting their ghosts dealt with. Why isn't he?
Are you all right, Father?
Yes. Is there a problem?
Oh, no, there's no problem. I was just taking a little look around and,
Desolate.
desolate right now, but I think this used to be a city, or at least part of the upper city.
Yes, it was. King Brunar has not yet reclaimed it.
Well, I
But-
don't blame him. I think. And then she lowers her voice, looks around to make sure no one's looking. So they say that the ultimate downfall of Gondelgrim was mind flayers. Do you think everybody here was killed by Illithids?
I do not know enough of the history of this place to answer.
Especially with that nat one, absolutely not. She looks at you kind of confused. Oh, I thought, oh, that's right. We're not supposed to talk about our past lives. That's apologies. I'm going to keep looking around and see if I can find any, I don't know, artifacts. Just send me a message if you need me.
Idra, I don't have message.
Oh! And then she looks at the rest of the party. Do any of them know how to...
Yaslin might. I'm not sure.
I'll go ask. Okay. I thought that you would have been a little bit more magical. It's an interesting form you decided to take, but okay.
It's incomplete. Please stop poking at it.
Fine, whatever. I've heard so much about Kazakhstan and his former glory.
And I am not Tagistan right now.
Sorry, do you want me to call you Nicole or Father in front of everyone else?
Whatever you choose, either one is fine.
All right. Anyways, Yaslin, can I have a word with you?
Yes.
Nicole just seems actually unsettled as she walks off to Yaslin. He seems quite bothered by her bringing up his past life.
Shoot. I wonder if she notices. Not really.
It's fine. Children definitely don't notice things about their parents.
I'm not a child. I'm a grown-up. Actually, I think she would be considered young. Not a wormling. Young. Yaslin, do you happen to know the message spell?
Yes, I do. I haven't had much cause to use it recently, but I have
All right.
had
Well,
dabbled in the past.
I'm going to take a walk. If you have any reason for me to come back, just send me a message. All right? Goodbye. And she takes
Be
her...
careful. We've actually encountered some not nice stuff around here, so be very careful.
Yeah, ghosts, right? Oh, I can't wait to meet them. I want to ask them all about how they died. And she just kind of like wanders off into the gloom.
Okay, we have our first casualty confirmed.
Yeah. Nicole is going to find someone from his house and have them just follow her.
Like, do you want her to know that she's being followed, or do you want him to tail
Yes.
her?
No, he's gonna have them follow her.
All right, so you're giving her an armed guard. Got it.
Yes.
She's going to protest a little bit, but she just doesn't have time for this. She wants to go do some rubbings and, I don't know, taste the
Yes.
dirt in different areas.
Do some. Just gonna.
No comments there.
Yeah, we're just gonna move on that one.
Just imagine it however you want.
Yeah, no one's going to put that out of context. Into the out of context channel.
Okay.
No, of course not.
Not the cloaca.
No, oh, yeah, Cloaca. Cloaca. Let me take a look at who we have.
Chloe's short for cloaca.
You know, my sister used to think that Chloe was pronounced Chilo.
Okay, me too. Until somebody like pronounced it out loud, I was like, oh. But I didn't say it out loud before, and I was like, thank goodness somebody said it before I did.
All right. So Yaslin, it's not like 15 minutes later that you hear like a in your head. Yaslin, Yaslin, come in. Yaslin,
Hello, who's this?
yes, it's me. It's Alicia.
I'm sorry, it's a bit muffled. I can't make you out.
It's me, Alicia. It's Alicia.
Elijah.
Yeah. Alicia, why is this so unclear? What is going on around here? What is the communication in this place? So, okay. Yes, we're stuck.
Okay, I'll get help.
Okay.
And she goes up to Nicole and says, they're kind of stuck. We better go help them.
Stuck how?
I didn't ask questions.
I know you didn't. That was so strange.
I was just in a hurry to get help.
Get out.
Oh, children. Which way did they go? You
You gotta remember, in terms of elves, Yaslin is still classed as young, even though she's 90 years old.
And Nicole
That's fine.
is an ancient dragon.
Fine.
All right. Yeah. So, what? Continue. You
What's
just.
wrong, Nicole? You look troubled.
Yoslin says that Tedra's stuck. Don't know
Stuck.
which way they went. Would you
I
mind
can
helping
always ask her more information. That's why I wanted to make sure everyone was getting ready to go first, so I can still ask her more information.
me? Okay. Yes. Yes, that would be.
Yaslin will
Completely forgotten
cast
about this. This is
cast message and ask, which way did you go and how are you stuck?
Who are you messaging right now?
I can't remember how to say her name. Even though it was only 3 seconds ago. Tadra. Wasn't it
Okay,
Tadra
so
that
you
was stuck?
messaged Teardra, and she goes, "Huh? I didn't message you."
Oh crap, who was it who messaged me then? Tadra.
Is it your
You
daughter?
said the name correctly when you repeated it back to me.
Alleged.
Yes, Alidra, your daughter.
Ali!
Your daughter.
Actually,
Teardra's
that's
like,
probably
I'm fine. I just.
that's probably why I'm confused because did you read my message last night?
Alidra, Yaslin's. Not your daughter. Your Alidra, your partner. Alidra.
Yeah, because Alidra, yeah, because I said that Yasmin's daughter probably stayed back. At
I meant to, but Alidra,
yeah,
you repeated
yeah.
Alidra back to me,
Alidra.
and then you messaged
Okay.
Teardra, and Teardra's like, "Why are you bothering me, bro? I'm going on a journey. I'm going on my own journey, man."
Oh crap! I had the wrong name. It's actually Alidra, my wife.
Wait, so Tedra's not stuck.
Correct. So she's gonna message back Alidra. Alidra, where are you?
We're in the lift.
In the lift. The lift is stuck.
It stopped like 10 minutes down. There's a lot of blue glowing lights.
There's blue glowing lights everywhere.
They're
apparently.
locking around the chains. They're going.
That it-
Ooh.
It sounds like they're getting harassed by ghosts on the lift. Do we have any way we can help them?
Yes.
I mean, Lumi can
Yes.
fly, but
Nero starts climbing up the side of the mountain.
Oh my
Do you have a climb speed?
Probably.
You'd have to go a fair. From the sounds of where we are, you'd have to go pretty far to get to the edge of the mountain because remember it.
Oh yeah,
It,
it's
like,
actually it's it's a ledge. The only thing is 2 chains and the device. So like
Oh, that's
the
right.
chain.
Well, in that case, Nero's gonna try and pull the chains, like move the chain so that he can like pulley the system to make it go down.
give me a strength check.
Can Nicole help?
Sure. Make it with advantage.
All right. All right.
It's really stuck.
Yeah.
You're like, that's weird.
Oh, my hands are molting.
You say it was.
Just
She
your
said it was about.
hands.
She said it was about 10 minutes out. Maybe I could go up and help.
10 minutes. From the top or from the bottom?
Well, it's a
That's been-
20-minute drive up and down, so that's smack dab in the middle.
All right. Sorry, I was thinking it was 40 minutes one
Well,
way.
no, it's 40 minutes 2 ways.
It's in the middle.
Lucius would like to make an attempt on the chain. Would he be able to?
Yes.
Can we all individually make an attempt on the chain?
Everyone who's already attempted cannot.
It's a strength check.
Mhm.
It's a saving throw.
About how far distance-wise is it?
Okay, so you guys are gonna
Never
have
mind.
to. You try, and it's like it's really stuck. So I can't visualize the distance, but maybe you can help me. The lift was going this slow,
Okay. So
and it takes 20 minutes to get from the top to the bottom, so it's pretty slow. I don't know what that translates to in height. Is
Okay,
there?
Yaslin will get. Sorry, before you finish. Sorry.
So if someone wants to like come up with some wizardry to guesstimate what that would look like, the point of it is that it's pitch black and you can't see the top. It's pretty fucking far. It's probably like a small mountain.
So Yaslin, even though she knows she's probably one of the weakest ones in the group, she will go up to the chain and try it as well.
Yes, you may do that. Actually, Kurtzu, could you like, let's say the speed is the average speed of a person walking, like
Okay.
just a walk. And then if we could figure out the distance that a person can walk in 20 minutes at a normal, leisurely speed, that would be the height. I think that's going to be the easiest way to solve this.
Can we
I
try
was
to
just gonna
climb?
do like, it's about like a foot or two a second. So
I don't know what is the miles per hour of someone who walks. You know what? Okay. Average feet per second walking.
Well, according to D&D, it would be 10 feet. Because
per minute.
a turn per second. Because a turn is 3 seconds.
A turn
they
is
can
6
move
Turn
seconds.
is 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Okay, that'll be 5 feet then. Because
So
you can move
it
30
actually
feet in one
Per
turn.
second.
individuals. It says that 5 feet a second. Yeah, that is pretty average. So let's say 5 feet a second, and then let's
Wow, D&D is somewhat accurate.
yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so if it's 5 feet a second, 60 times 20 is what? 1,200?
60 times 20 is, yeah.
Is that
1,200?
1,200?
You're right, yes.
And then what is 1,200 times 5?
1,200 times 5 is 60,000.
6
Yep.
Yeah, 6,000.
6,000, not 60,000. 6,000.
Buff,
Sorry.
you are not making this easier for me.
Zeros are hard.
You are throwing numbers.
6,000.
6,000
It's
is
also
correct.
confusing when we say like 1,200 is 1,200
Right.
times 5.
I say 12
that's
because I'm
6,000.
putting the 12s together. So if it's
Yes.
6,000,
Yeah.
so it's 6,000 feet.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's about a mile.
I feel like I didn't
Well-
think that through very hard. We'll say that
Ye-
this goes half the speed of a person walking.
Okay, so
Well,
half
also
a
it's-
mile up then.
So this,
Is it,
so you,
is it straight down? Because if
Yes.
it's like diagonal, then it would be
No,
not
it is.
quite a
It's
mile.
straight up
Straight
and down. Let's not bring more math.
Nero starts to climb, and he has a movement of 45 feet.
Climbing the rope.
Not, yeah, you do not have a climb speed.
I don't think they have a climb speed. They might have a swim speed. But not a
Even I mean,
You can climb, but that is not, you
There-
will not climb at the speed that you could walk. That's not
no,
how that
I
works.
know, yeah, 100%. Yes.
So when you have a climb speed, that is like you can climb without making any checks.
Right,
You
right,
just can
right.
climb at that speed.
I believe I climb at like it works like difficult terrain type of thing, where it's like 2 feet for every 1 foot of regular movement.
Yeah, usually.
Do you have
I
to
don't
do
know
some
if
sort
that's
of
the-
roll?
But you have to roll athletics and beat a DC every single
Right.
round.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's gonna take a while. Never
That's
mind.
gonna take a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like
I don't wanna roll that many
They're a
times.
quarter mile up right now.
yeah.
A quarter.
Because we said half, so the whole thing is half a mile high, and they're halfway down. So
Why
they're-
can't I be
okay.
level 14? Damn it. Then I can fly.
I mean, I could send Lumi up there, but it'll take him a while to get up there.
What if
Oh
we
no,
just
this
cut?
is so scary. Yes, and they're trying to shake. They're shaking the lift. Oh my gosh. Suddenly,
just try
you
to-
guys start seeing
How many are there?
ghosts. There's 10 up there.
Gaslin will
10
message back.
people.
Is it mainly Drow in there? Or are there others as well?
What do you? Oh yeah, it's me. It's the family, and there are some dwarves with us.
Okay. I just need to check something quickly. Is that high magic or normal magic? Damn it, it's high magic. I was gonna say you could just
They
use
both
levitate,
have-
but yeah.
Well, here's the other question: how many spellcasters do we have that have access to Featherfall?
0. I did not give any of your. I mean, Yaslin.
Yeah,
James
Gaspar might
has
have,
it.
like, one. No, okay. Okay,
James
so
has
that
it.
won't work. Oh my god.
You guys.
Gaslin only has access to 10 spells. I
As
don't
you
even
guys
have...
start scrambling, trying to figure out what to do, you notice a creeping fog starting to roil in and start to surround you all. You see lacy wisps, ghosty wisps, kind of flickering up and down the chains. You see in this roiling mist faces appearing for a second and then disappearing, appearing and then disappearing, and you hear their voices, and it's so hard to understand, but you hear a few of them. Flayers, be gone, be gone. Mind flayers, be gone.
There are no elephants here.
Yes, the vine flares are gone. You're right.
Be gone, be gone.
Yes, they are begone. That is the correct statement.
They haven't been gone since you've been gone.
Since it began, I can't breathe for the first time. Nero, as you keep saying, they're gone,
Mhm.
you see the mist, out of the mist, a hand clambering up, gripping onto a spectral battle axe and slicing towards you, but you dodge right out of the way just in the nick of time. Leave this place. My
You know, we don't have a-
players.
The lift
Yeah, we
is
don't
kind of
have a-
stuck, so
Today we don't have a cleric who could turn these undead away.
I know. Too bad that you're close.
unfortunate.
I would like to float an idea for you, Scarlet. Can Nakul, do you think he could slow the fall of the lift if he could free the chain and use repulsion breath at the last moment to sort of try and cushion it a little bit?
What is propulsion breath?
Repulsion breath is, let me just link it. It's usually not this strong, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a 15-foot cone that can knock a target up to 20 feet away.
Got it. So you're gonna try to buffet the.
To slow the fall. And maybe,
I
like,
will
reduce the fall.
absolutely let you attempt that, but you do know that breaking the chain might. You still have a handful of people and supplies up at the top.
Not necessarily breaking it, but like freeing it from something and causing it to like
Okay.
loosen.
It does look
Going
like
to fall?
you can try that. You do think that it might be the ghosts holding
Or
it.
holding it.
Yes. But you could definitely try that. But the ghosts around you seem agitated and angry and scared.
He's wholly focused on the people on the left right now, so he's ignoring that.
Nero
Do
is.
paladins,
No,
do
go ahead.
paladins have anything against undead?
Do goblins?
Paladins.
Oh.
I have single target stuff.
No, I mean paladins in general.
You mean like they have anything morally against
They don't have a turn
undead?
undead.
They don't have turn undead, nothing to use
They do
like,
not have
mechanically against.
Turn it.
Okay.
No.
Because she's like the person who's contacted me is a paladin. So I just thought I'd ask that, trying to figure out what she would have.
You
Like,
could
if she-
try. Okay, to put it perspective, you could turn one undead. It's not going to save you against like the 30,000 other undead who are swarming around you.
I thought turn undead was an AoE.
It is an AoE. It's a 30-foot.
Okay, you could turn maybe
Range,
30
but-
feet of, but it's not going to save you against the 30,000 or more city, the entire city, who have been made known to your presence.
What? we seek refuge.
Who seeks refuge? This place is a boneyard. The mind flayers took our children, dragged them
Oh.
under into the underdark, and slayed all who survived, slayed all who resisted.
Is there a specific voice talking, or is it just like
It-
the fog?
So it feels like a chorus of voices coming together, and you do see like bodies are trying to form, but then they kind of melt back into the fog. They're really struggling.
Yaslin is going to call out, "We are here to try and stop things from coming out of the Underdark. If you leave us alone, if you depart, we will have more chance of avoiding the Illithids coming back in the future."
Roll either persuasion or deception.
Diplomacy or...
I don't think
Oh man. Oh man.
It was on 19 as well.
Yes,
Wow.
+9 as well.
you lie. You lie. You hold no desire to stop Illithids. Servants of darkness.
Why would I want to stop them?
Nero doesn't lie.
They're
Nero
swirling around you.
always speaks the truth.
Demonstrate thy honesty. Or
How?
we- You gotta figure that out.
Yeah, how?
Nero faces the rest of the party and has his like back to the ghosts, and he takes off his robe. And if you remember, you'll know what the ghost sees, but if you don't remember, I'll DM it to you.
DM it to me.
Okay.
I loved everybody's confused face. That was so satisfying. We're just figuring something out real quick. Y'all are very tense though.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why we're being quiet, because we're tense.
Yeah, so you guys kind of are getting the vibe that if these ghosts had their full strength, they would have already consumed you. They're definitely trying to scare you.
Dino Deuce played this card.
Dean just
Buff
gave
gets more
you the
Riz.
spirit of Riz, of charisma.
Spirit
So you
of
get-
Riz, dude, I like that.
So you get a plus, add a d6 to any charisma checks that you make.
Who gets that?
You, Nero.
Oh, cool.
Okay, those are awesome. All right,
I
you
just
sense
made them
though,
up.
while they might not, they would attack you if they can. Though you can tell that if you do not appease these spirits, they're going to try to make your life hell. You pull that down and make either a persuasion or a charisma or an intimidation, your choice.
Persuasion or intimidation or just straight up charisma.
Or not charisma, I meant to say intimidation or persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those two.
And then I get the Riz, right?
Yeah.
Which is +6?
D6, 1d6.
1d6. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna need it.
Hopefully you get better than a
I mean, if
1.
you roll better than a
13.
Okay.
They
Best
kind-
roll of the night.
It's so far.
They see your... That was a persuasion.
Yes.
They
I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm just trying to
to show. And
come
the
to,
party...
yeah, to come to an understanding.
The party does not see what you show, right?
I'm not actively trying to show them.
Yeah, so they just...
I'm
the
also
party-
The party being
I-
distracted anyway by the ghosts, so...
Yeah, I've turned my back away from them. I'm not actively trying to hide it. I'm just trying to show the ghosts more than I'm trying to show them.
I feel like it would still be pretty like
Right.
cinematic for you to just like you're facing the party and you like lower your robe and everyone sees the ghosts kind of ripple a little bit and they kind of hiss. And they say, kind of spitefully, "Death has abandoned us. What hope could you have to petition us now?"
A prophet of death, I petition for you.
You are too late.
Death always comes. Always.
It came, and then it abandoned us here.
Yet it still yearns for you and your people.
If only you rolled well, that would have worked.
I know, right?
They kind of like retreat a little bit. You suddenly see the wisps pull away from the chains, and they slowly start moving again. But you feel like they're still going to be a bit hostile to you as you make your way through the Vault of Ghosts.
Pull my shirt back up and go, I don't think that worked.
What was supposed to work?
Oh,
What was supposed to work?
That.
What did they want? What is
They-
that?
What do you think every ghost wants?
Do they
These-
need to rest?
6-pack
Have
abs.
regrets?
All of those.
I think they usually want their trauma to be dispelled, or whatever business they've got
Don't think they're.
resolved. Sorry, not
I
dispelled.
think after. I don't think they're focused on the chain anymore.
Yasmin will cast message up and ask, "Is everything okay?"
The lift started moving again, but they're still watching us.
Well, let's just focus on getting you down here safe and sound.
How many trips are left?
I would say you're about 3 trips away from everyone.
Okay.
If
Should we
I
be trying? Yasmin will say to the group, should we be trying to find a way to appease these undead somehow, so that way we don't have any more issues?
I would love to appease the undead, but if I don't know what they want. Is their desire to be laid to rest? Is it to rebuff the illithids that are no longer here, which would be impossible? What do they want?
They've been.
Did we have a guide we can ask? Where'd they go?
I don't know what the fuck a ghost wants. I'm not a medium as that little
You've
guy.
been here before, though.
Like once,
That
13 years ago. The only people who come down here are those going into the Underdark, and that is not really my thing. I just happen to know the way. That's why I couldn't find this place, the direction. It's been a long time, and I've actually never seen a ghost.
Did you say there was a medium? You pointed to someone?
Kothar. Kothar is catatonic.
He's been possessed.
Kothar and Cora high on ants in the corner.
It's been
and
possessed
yeah,
by-
both of our the 2 clerics that
The
can
2
actually
clerics.
put people to rest.
Both been possessed by a ghost that's in a coma.
Yeah, just yep.
So you all uneasily, you feel them kind of back off, but you can tell that the way is going to feel a bit hostile. All of the people coming down feel unsettled, and their morale seems a bit low.
And Yasmin will run straight over and give her a hug as soon as she's down.
Yeah, she pops down or you finally see coming into view, you hear it before you see it. And then finally the lift touches down and Alidra thrusts herself out and is like, that was awful. Oh, yes, Lynn, darling. Is everything all right?
Yeah,
Don't fall.
they seem to have gone for now at least. We don't have a lot to do about it, but
In my experience, angry spirits are best left alone. Maybe we should get through here quickly.
agreed.
How long does it take to cross this vault?
It should probably take... Hold on.
500 years.
525,000.
600 It should take us about 4 hours before we get onto the Umbral Road.
Is that still in the ghost's vicinity?
Well, the Umbral
Or
Road
is it
is...
just this?
Dude, it's more like a cavern. So this is the cavern. It used to be a city. The Umbral Road is more like a road, kind of short, like a tunnel, and that's where
Interesting.
that is where the stair to the Underdark is. But you probably know already, it's been blocked. But that's where our Zentarum friend is going to help once we get that far.
I feel like you're more of an acquaintance than a friend.
I agree, actually.
It's like a business type of relationship. No offense.
Yeah, none of us pretty much know you so far, so probably the same for all of us.
I don't know you. Seems
What I
logical that we wouldn't be
what I
friends yet.
just said.
You wait. And then when the second to last lift pops down, there is a scout actually from the Emerald Enclave, and she looks slightly perplexed and disappointed. I think you ought to know that several of the battle hammers that should have been coming down in the next batch have, well, how do you say? They've deserted. They were not keen on ghosts. I'm sorry.
You had Ghost Law up there as well.
Yes, they've been bothering us for the last hour. I think a few of the Zentarum actually left too. There was only
Well-
about 2 of them, and then 8 of the battle hammers.
Nero looks at all of this, like looks towards where the Centarum are supposed to be. How many are missing?
2.
Nero
Out
takes
of-
out his.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, so 2 left. I have 6 left.
I have 6 total left and 2
Are
deserted.
gone. Yes.
Nero takes out his notebook and crosses 2 names off the list immediately.
Well, if they couldn't handle a couple of ghosts, they probably wouldn't be able to handle the Underdark anyway.
Yes. Agreed.
They also brought with them a hefty amount of supplies.
And
The
so they
Zentarum
took them with
did.
them.
Unfortunately, they waited until we already started going down, so I couldn't stop them. I'm sorry.
Is there anyone still up there?
We're
Calm
the
down.
last.
Well, nothing we can do about it, I guess. I guess we just have to push on.
She sees Nicole looking furious and gets really nervous.
On the upside, it means we don't have to wait for him, so
No, it
we
doesn't.
can get out of here.
Yes, let's go.
we have enough to
Everyone,
survive the trip.
everyone, roll perception really fast.
Oh, that's a good point. She could be lying to us.
No. This is something different. Everybody roll perception. Your rolls suck, man.
It's been like right by the 19s and the 20s, and then it just goes to like an 8 or a 5 or a 1 every time. Ugh.
Lucius, in frustration, you kind of lean back on a pile of some of the supplies that you have gotten down here, and you just kind of lean back. And inside one of the boxes, you feel a little like a shift. Like a, and then you hear a, oh shit.
You see, like, Lucius kind of turn toward the box. He goes, He, like, kind of knots on it in, like, a pattern to see.
You knock,
And, like,
and then you lean in, and you hear, nobody's home.
aha! And he rips the top off and looks in.
You see on her side, like this, surrounded by crackers, Shersha. Fuck!
Looks like we have a stowaway.
Lucius,
You see
don't!
Lucius kind of
Lucius, no! No!
pull her up out of the crate with one hand, just like,
Let me know! What's up, guys?
Who's
explain
this?
yourself.
I heard you guys were going into the Underdark, and I heard that Uncle Jamich wasn't coming, so I figured you might need me.
I
Well,
meant about
very
the
well-
crackers. I've been
Guys-
starving for hours.
You guys did say that we needed a dwarf.
Well, you actually came to help us, which already puts you above of Jamich in my books.
Yeah, that's badass. Lucius, can you put me down?
The crackers you didn't share with us. I've been
I
hungry for
wasn't
hours.
eating them. I just hid the crackers.
Oh, I see.
So now
He
we
puts
have
him
less food, but that's okay.
What? We have plenty of.
Have less food and more people.
What? What do you mean more people? Less? Huh? Less food?
Because there's an empty crate.
No, she's hiding in a crate. She's hiding
of
in a
crackers.
cracker barrel.
Ah,
Yeah, but the amount of room that she would require in that crate is now empty of
I
crackers. So
did not remove any crackers. I just jumped in.
You
Yeah,
might have
well,
also
good that they
crushed
usually leave
all
at
of
the
the
top.
crackers. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd all be so pissed at seeing me. Happy to see you too.
welcome. We can
An
use your
indifference
help.
to your presence.
But not. You were found at a very inopportune time.
I don't think I've ever seen you so grumpy, Nicole.
You should know that
You've
we
seen me
just
for 2
lost a lot
days.
of. We've lost a lot of our supplies. So
I've fallen in love
yeah.
with people in shorter than 2 days. 2 days is plenty.
crackers in your hair.
Oh,
And
sorry.
He's just kind of like.
She's pulling crumbs out of her beard.
Listen. The battle hammers have deserted us. This, while it doesn't surprise me, it does disappoint me.
Oh, no
this
way.
will have to be
Exactly.
what Montelgrim has to offer.
Hey. Hey, does anyone have a light? She starts looking for a cigarette.
Yes. Yasin will cast Dancing Light, not knowing what she was talking about.
Oh, sick, bro. That's not what I meant. But anyways, yeah. So which way are we going? Where the ghosts go?
Ross.
Across. All right. And you all put out your little bonfire. Load up what supplies you have left on little sleds. And hook them up to your lizards. And start
How
the
much
trek.
do we have left?
Do you want to sit and figure that out?
Do we
Not
have any of the
right
battle
now,
hammers left?
Just the guide,
said-
right?
8
Yeah, he's
left.
the only one left.
Yeah, just the guide.
Yeah.
who was the first
Yasin-
down, so he
Yasin-
kind of
Yeah,
couldn't.
he was the first. He couldn't leave.
Yasin will
kind of
look
just stuck
over at him
with
and
us.
Yasin will look over and say, "Are you going to leave us too?"
Of course not. I'm a very brave son of Gontulgrim.
Can I do a
Yes,
perception
I'm
check?
watching.
Yeah.
Not while people are watching. It's bad enough that they've already left. We can discuss this at a later date.
Or on a journey
Absolutely
inwards.
telling the truth. In fact,
Does Yasin
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 believes
believe
him. Yeah.
His knees are totally not shaking as he's walking.
Yeah. Don't mind the shit stain on my arse.
Leave him because I can catch him if he runs.
Make a
Hey.
intimidation.
No.
Nero unintentionally trying to intimidate him. He's literally like doesn't realize that that's an intimidating statement. He's literally just like stating
It's
a
not
fact.
intimidating. He looks down at you and
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know, you look kind of slow.
I'm not.
He doesn't believe you.
There's nothing wrong with being scared as long as you as long as you act still.
Act still.
No, still act.
Roll intimidation, because that just sounded like an Australian explaining to a tourist, like, oh yeah, that giant snake isn't dangerous as long as you stand still.
No, I was trying to say like you're
I
still
know.
brave if you.
You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain. This is what's happening.
Intimidation, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, Tasmanian devils are
we
calm. Just be cool.
intimidating
He
our
looks at
friends?
you. Yeah, he's like, you know what? We're going back in that direction. Let's go. And you all start going through the ruins. Before you go, we're gonna do some overworld travel mechanics. So I need you to tell me what we learned this from Frosty. I need to know what everybody's overworld activity is. Are you trying to stay unnoticed? It's hard to do, you have an expedition. Are you scouting ahead? Are you seeking for hazards? Are you looking for magic? Like, what? You can be pretty flexible or open form with this, but let me know what everyone's doing you could be trying to encourage the troops. What will you be doing during this first?
Nero can scout ahead since normally that's Cora's thing.
Nero does have dark vision, right?
Don't think so, actually. Yes, I do. I do. 60 feet.
Okay. So you're going to be scouting ahead. Here, let me write this all down. Okay, so Nero is scouting ahead.
So I feel like Yasin. Oh, I've got. For some reason I have inspiration ticked, but that. I feel like Yasin, because you said that everyone's morale rather low, should be trying to lift it up a bit.
Okay.
Nicole would be doing that as well.
Raise spirits.
Lucius would be probably mapping the terrain and geography, trying to make, just connections with like landmarks and things. So we
Okay.
get lost.
All right. You make your way through. And because the ghosts in the area are a bit pissed at you, but they're also afraid of you because of what you did to to some ghosts, earlier, they tend to stay a bit away from you. But you can see that they make an extra effort to conceal landmarks, slow the walk, your pace, cast illusions. We're gonna have you make a group survival check to see if you can make it through in a timely fashion.
Group survival is where we all roll, isn't it?
Survival.
Damn.
I wish Cora
Survival is not my
and-
best.
I rolled a 2.
My best roll of the night, and it's on something that I'm not that good at.
All right. You find yourself walking. And
Slithering.
Lucius, and you find yourself slithering. Lucius, you're making
slithering.
notes. About an hour goes by. You're kind of like drawing out a map, taking note of what little you can see. It is hard to see, though. It is very dark, but once in a while you'll see a stone statue, or stone steps, or a pillar. But then after about 2 hours, you start to notice that things are repeating. And you start to realize that you've been going in a circle.
I think we've been going on the same path for a while now. I've noticed that statue before.
Yasmin doesn't hear you because she's playing a panpipe.
You're playing a panpipe?
That's what she's
Yeah,
got.
panpipe.
A panpipe. That's a musical focus.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Why not? So she's trying to break morale. So
Trying to draw the ghosts to us.
Okay.
They would know
I'm
that's
doing
what
it
they're-
quietly. Ish.
You can't. Okay, you all are going to make another
Pipes are
group
not
survival check with disadvantage because Yaslin's been playing the panpipes for the last hour.
Before we continue, Nicole would actually try to... He's gonna step a little bit away from the group and see if he can get one of the ghosts to come to him.
You step away, walk towards a hovel, a stone house. It seems like it, in ruin. You follow the sounds of weeping. And you are able to find, you can't make out a physical form, just a little light. But you just can sense that there is a spirit there that is...
Is it part of the greater collective that was
The collective,
pissed off at us?
the collective has kind of dispersed, and now they're individuals again. What do
He's
you
going
want?
to... He's gonna take a step forward, but just, like, not threateningly, and address her. Your people don't want us here. Yes?
Go away, mind flayer.
Nicole takes great offense to that.
Nicole.
Immediately, you just see him,
Nic-
like,
Nic-
his face falls.
Nicole, you feel, remember when you used to get like those little scale scratches in the back of your head? That starts to kind of tingle a little bit. And you have a feeling that there's something familiar about this place, but it's been shed. Like you've already actively like set this aside. You don't think you can draw that memory out, but you kind of feel a little bit of dread.
Dread in what sense?
That you do remember crusading against mind flayers. And you do remember having worked with dwarves against mind flayers in the past, and starting to realize that that might have been something you've done even further back in another life several lives ago. And you're worried that this might be the result of a failure.
That gives him pause, and he sort of reaches back and touches the back of his neck. We are not mind flayers.
How do I know you're not lying?
Nicole sort of acts on a hunch, and he's going to draw out Shinebreaker.
I know that. That weapon. The hero that was supposed to protect us held that weapon.
And that hero failed.
He took my dad and my mom and our friends into the Underdark. They said they were gonna stop them. They never came back. But the Mind Flayers came and they took everybody and killed everybody.
He's going to kneel and set Shinebreaker down. I am not that hero. But I am going into the Underdark.
Can you find my mom and dad?
I can look for them.
Okay. Tell them that I waited here like they said I should.
Is she tangible?
It's a little light, just like a
Okay.
like a will-o'-the-wisp.
Okay.
You can sense that this spirit has been here for so long that it has kind of been dissolving into
Losing its form, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I will look for them, but in return, I need you to get the rest of them to let us pass. The sooner we can get through here, the sooner we can go find everyone that's missing. At least find out what happened to them.
Promise?
Yes. My word is bond.
Shinebreaker
understand
kind of
that.
glows a little bit. And the light kind of goes towards Shinebreaker. And then you just hear, okay. And the light kind of fades.
Nicole takes a moment before he gets back up to his feet, picking up Shinebreaker. And telepathically, he's going to talk to it. Do you remember what happened, old friend?
The memories are hard to pinpoint, but I do know that we tried to protect them. I don't think I was there when we failed.
No. If we had been, things might have been different.
Is this our fault?
I don't know. But for now,
Now
have
I
the present
understand
to
why you
address.
always pick Mind Flayers.
well, I don't understand why I always pick Mind Flayers. But
They always hit a soft
It's a gut
spot with
feeling.
you. Such is life. As you say that, you suddenly feel like the gloom and the darkness that has been suffocating all of you kind of lifts a little bit. And it's still very dark, but it doesn't feel as squelching. And as you all look ahead, you see a stone brazier along your road up ahead suddenly light up in a blue, gentle, calm flame. And then several feet further, another blue light. And then another. And you see just one after another little blue lights creating a pathway through the cavern. And then you hear a final voice in your ear. Please find my mom and my dad. And then it's gone.
Nicole comes back to the party as the flames are lighting their way, and he still has his hand on his neck, which I think the people that have seen him before would recognize that motion. Well, we can proceed now.
Is your neck bothering you again?
Sort of. Yes. No. Maybe?
Well, hopefully it's not in another circle.
You didn't get infected by spores, did you?
No. No?
I think, the fuck is his name? Sareth goes,
I am unable to be affected by disease. The
That
curses
is
are
exactly what I meant.
story.
oh, that's right. What an advantage to have down here.
Oh man.
Okay, you have placated the hostile ghosts, and a direction has been guided, lit up for you. Lucius, you now find it much easier to actually mark down the path. And you travel together for 2 more hours. Are you still playing the pan flute?
You see, I
Has
actually
anyone
haven't.
stopped her?
I feel like you were playing it, and the whole time you were playing it, everyone was like, "Are we drawing attention?" And you're just like,
Nero's like bobbing his head along with it. He's
I'm just
like actually
imagining-
getting into the jam.
So,
and it's like the bad recorder of.
Oh no. Yes,
No,
you would know how to
actually,
play
have-
well.
I'm just.
yeah, you guys would know how to play
I
well,
know, but that's
so
just
it's
the energy.
actually-
Like the...
It's just funny.
I'm actually thinking. I actually thought of a way where it could have been beneficial as well, because she does speak Dwarvish, so she might have hung out in some dwarven, like amongst some of the dwarfs in the Underdark, and she might have heard some songs that she might have thought came from the above ground ones. So she could have been playing something from them to try and show that they weren't Illithids. But if I had done a roll, it would have been like, did she get one that was from up here or one that was from down
From
there?
the
That's what I was-
Durgar.
Yes.
So, as you guys are traveling, Teardra is gonna like rush over to Nicole with like all of her notes, and she's like, "Nicole, I think I know who the dwarfs that used to live here are. I think these are the ancestors of the Durgar. The Durgar were they were a dwarven clan. They were kidnapped by Illithids and enslaved."
Family.
I don't remember, but I could Google it.
Let me ask Google.
Let me Google it. It's
Let me commune.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like a magical wish or
I
like
can
the
research that.
Indomitable Soft.
I do remember though the origin of the Durgar. They were taken by Illithids. And then they escaped eventually, but that's kind of what explains their lack of humor. I mean, I wouldn't
There's
be very
many things
funny
missing.
if Illithids tortured my brain, but
If you can, please.
what did you ask?
I need to know who it is. If you can, get me their names.
The names of
The clan name.
Oh, it would be very like
A lot,
broad.
like- Okay, that's fine.
Hold on, let me see.
Oh, is it Stone Guard?
It's not one specific family. It's like
No,
a
I
whole
know.
empire.
It'd be really funny if it was just the Durgan family.
The Durgan family. So Garden Durgan. You're gonna
I feel like
run.
that could
You
be,
guys
like,
are
a
going to
collaboration.
run into Stone Garden Durgan, by the way. That is like a real
Oh,
Durgar that.
Okay.
I feel like
Is
the
it
name's
also gonna
Stone
be a
Garden
buff
Durgan.
He's actually he's also like a what I say, like a government auditor of Gracklestug
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. He's like super governmental, like super bureaucratic.
I'm actually not sure we want to run into any of them after what happened to the city.
It'll
So
be fine. Don't worry.
the
about it.
Dwarven Kingdom of Baraquir, really? Ancient Realm of Shantar, Clan
I'd
Durgar.
month.
They're called Clan Durgar.
Oh, okay. So like the original Dargar.
I'm definitely breaking lore to fit this in because this whole
That's
chamber
fine.
doesn't exist. This is a fun little encounter to make it interesting. And I just wanted to tie in some stuff to your adventures. So it's our Utah lore, okay? Timeline's probably
It's our
fucked,
Utah.
but it's ours.
It's not
are you
your Utah. It's our Utah.
are you trying to? It is. Are you trying to get the clan name so you could find that
Anything that
ghost?
happened to them?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Clan Durgar, I think.
Oh. Oh.
You're responsible. Do you feel like you're responsible for the Durgar's bad attitudes?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Nero actually puts like a hand on your shoulder and goes, "This isn't anything to do with you, and it's everything to do with Brunor and his teachings and his ways."
Brunor is
Yes, sir.
hundreds of years later.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is
from
Let's say-
before
Far
I mean,
Brunor.
earlier.
This is
I'll retcon that and then say the battle hammers in general.
Brattle
like
hammers
the-
have nothing. This is okay.
Yeah.
So Gauntlgrim was a big empire
Okay.
city.
Yes.
And then
what
it fell
Nero's trying to
to
say
the-
is like where the dwarves split, like when the Durgar went into the Underdark, it was because it was the dwarves who were on the surface's fault.
Yeah. Now that could be arguably true because they didn't help.
Right. That's what Nero is,
But they were
is
but
trying to
this
say.
Is, yeah. So this is a clan.
And he's
so-
also he's like, and Bruno's just one of the same. There's a reason why the battle hammers didn't show up and stole rations from us.
I object to that. I'm sorry. And Shir just stands up and is like, I don't think Daddy Brunor had anything to do with whatever you're mad about.
Did you just call him Daddy?
Have you seen that man? Ugh. King Daddy, sorry.
I believe he's fathered many children, yes.
I don't know how many kids he's had, but I'll definitely let him adopt me. Stepdaddy.
I don't think he does adoptions. I think it's all royal births or bastard children.
You suck the fun out
This
of everything.
is-
Who is this guy, by the way? I don't think I've met you. You're not. She's like
My name's
smoking.
Nero. He like gives a little wave.
Nero.
Yasla's just gonna pipe up and say, "Are we supposed to be going this way?"
Oh, I
We're
guess
supposed
the
to
way
go towards the next flame. Probably.
Teardra's like, I guess the ghosts have relented. What happened?
Nicole looks down.
Nicole, what
Looks
happened?
a little bit preoccupied. I made a promise.
Not again. Is it?
I made a promise.
Is it
I'm
keep?
sorry.
Is it? Are you able to keep this one?
Would be able to. If you can tell me what happened with the Durgar here.
You know, I brought my entire library, and she points to a single, very suspicious-looking briefcase. It's a bag of holding. I will
Looks
research
like a bag
it.
of holding.
Don't. How do you know, Nero? You didn't go looking in there, did you?
No, it just looks like one. It's pretty obvious based on the design.
It's designer. I will research it, Father. We'll find out how to put your little spirits to rest. This doesn't have to do with you, does it? From a long time ago? You know that the reason... And then she kind of like lowers her voice so only Nicole can hear. You know, the only reason that we shed is so that we aren't burdened by guilt from the past.
I know.
Can I see if I overhear that?
She would have turned her back and like she's like...
I mean,
You could, yeah, go
Can
ahead.
I make a like
Roll
just a perception?
Remember, nobody in this party knows what Nicole is. You don't hear shit.
All right, well.
good thing we're still
Par for
rolling
the
real
course
low.
today, yeah.
I know
Nero-
exactly why we do it.
Nero's like,
And
I
this
shed
is
my
a
skin.
perfect example.
She looks kind of sad. Like she can sense your how verklempt you are, and it like it makes her sad. I will do what I can. Maybe we can lay a few of these ghosts to rest, but if they are who I think they are, the ghosts of these people are the lucky ones. The ones that were taken had it far worse.
Well, they certainly thrived down below.
All right, shall we go?
Yes.
All right, let's take a 10-minute break. Use the bathroom, get a drink, get a snack. I'll be right back, guys.
I like your hat, by the way, Poof. Hi, Chad. Also, hi, Poof.
Hello.
I like your hat.
Ah, thank you. Lucius decided to go with hats these days because a wig is too hot to wear.
I mean, you could just be like, Lucius decided to hide his hair, and it's just like, oh yeah, hats are cool. Hi, Erudite. Hi, Miss Knox. How are you guys? Sanitary. Okay. Some drawing. Boring. Stinky. Sheets. Itty bitty pep. Wee bip. Wow. 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 Grrr. Protests. Many much protests. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Wait, are you drinking squirt?
No, of course not.
Of course not. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's totally a different grapefruit soda that you saw me drinking.
Yes, of course. It's not that. Are there other grapefruit sodas?
I mean, there's the like off-brand ones that they.
Oh,
do.
that's true. So how is Lucius doing in the very much City of the Dead?
I don't know if Lucius would really feel weirded out by ghosts, just because I mean it's I don't know. Feywild is kind of strange, so I don't know if ghostly apparitions and thing that would freak him out.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe less of ghosts and more like the fact that the entire area feels dead. 'Cause I think even in the Underdark, it's not like a dead sensation. It's just like dank.
Right.
Are you discussing whether or not your characters would be uncomfortable in your current location?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nero likes it.
I did find it funny that I said that Yasla might try and play as dog and roll to see it with Drogar or one of the surface ones, and you said, "Oh, they actually are Drogar anyway." So...
Well, Not
Yeah, but-
really. If this song was a Durgar song, that would have been the Descendants, so these people wouldn't have heard it before.
Unless it was based on something older.
They seem to be very confused too. These are not
I don't know if
very...
you
It's
noticed.
been a long time.
Don't know if you noticed, but so was I. Like, I had trouble with name.
Yeah, that was so funny. You like messaged Teardra. I was like, wait, what? That was
It's like, wait, it's fine. We just both have family that apparently can get stuck and lost. This is totally not concerning.
Teardra's like, why are you messaging me, bro? I'm busy.
I'm busy doing archaeological finding.
I was also thinking about it when we went on break, and it's like, an American could get very confused if they came to an Australian house and asked where the bathroom was.
Oh, you don't know what the bathroom
Because-
is?
You know, our bathroom is literally where the bath, the shower, and sink are, stuff like that. We usually have a separate toilet room where the
Oh.
toilet is.
So our toilets are usually in the room with the shower and the sink and...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we, at least in the state that I'm in, it's more likely you'll have a separate room. for the
Got it.
toilet.
My master bathroom has a separate room for the toilet, so you can close it. If you have a newer
Nicer.
house or a nicer house, they'll do that. They'll separate the toilet in its own little room, but it's still all collectively the bathroom. And we say go to the bathroom as in the act of urinating or shitting on a toilet is going to the bathroom. Which
Yeah, and that's like-
linguistically, I didn't. That's so like normal for me to say.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, you
I
say,
gotta go to the
where's
bathroom.
the bathroom? Say, I gotta go to the bathroom. It's like, okay, it's that way. But
Like-
yeah, the toilet's that way.
You'd probably say that if you were camping out in the woods and had a hole to shit in. You'd probably be like it would not be uncommon for someone to say, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Or like when you're like driving and you gotta pee on the side, it's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like it just means you gotta pee.
Another thing that an Australian could say that could be confusing for Americans is, where's the dunny?
The dunny. I think
Yep.
I've heard that before because I watched I think it was that old cartoon of the wild thornberries or something. No, it wasn't that. It was it Wishbone? It was some kid show and they had a parrot who kept saying, lock the Sheila in the dunny, lock the Sheila in the dunny. And they didn't know what that meant. And they were trying to find a missing person. And then one of the know-it-all was like, lock the Sheila in the dunny, lock the girl in the bathroom. And they like solved the mystery because this parrot kept saying, lock the Sheila in the dunny, lock the Sheila in the dunny. And all the Americans didn't know what it was. I don't remember. I think it was like Wishbone. It was like a weird kids show. And it was like...
So, if people want the translation, Sheila usually means woman or girl, and dunny means toilet.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Shall we continue?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just responding to something.
Yeah.
And
actually.
personally, I've never used Sheila. Like, I just think it sounds terrible.
Is it South Park?
I think it was a live action.
Oh,
I could be misunderstanding though.
I don't know. I just googled "lock the Sheila in the dunny" and like an episode of South Park came up. So
Oh, maybe.
yeah. Who knows? Not me, that's for sure.
I'm just responding to some comments. I posted a video right before we went live, and then I opened it up again, and it's my most successful video all month. So I'm like, oh, talking about how my son Leo is as big as a grown-ass gnome is apparently funny to some people.
Nice.
My most successful tweet recently was me just like, it was just one little sentence, and so many people liked it. But it was not something I'd repeat. It's true. I would say it was also a response to someone else. So
So hold on.
Bluey has an entire episode on using the term dunny instead of bathroom. It's good to know. I love Bluey. Apparently, it's a cricket episode that's not being able to be displayed in America, but like you can watch it on TikTok because everybody
episode?
downloads everything. What's that? Yeah, the cricket
Say
one. Yeah,
cricket. What's cricket? Oh, you mean like a cricket is in the animal, or cricket is in
the
sport?
sport. Like a little dog that plays cricket.
I do remember on the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Casey Jones takes a cricket bat and says, "Cricket, Raphael." He says, "No one understands cricket. You have to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket." I think Scarlett's muted.
Hello?
Yeah.
I wasn't muted. I was just drinking alcohol and listening and reading, and I think
I
the
thought you
reason
said something.
no, the reason that video is getting good because I just talked about how I was looking up how tall gnomes are, and they're between 3 feet, 3'3", and I was like, you know, who's about that height? My toddler. And then how weird it is imagining a bunch of Leos walking around, and a lot of the comments are like, wait, your toddler is that tall? Your 1.5-year-old is 3 feet tall? So I'm like, yeah, he's so big. Validate my struggle.
Mini Viking.
Okay. Oh, are they asking what Nakul is?
Yes.
Oh, Nakul is a steel dragon. A steel dragon spends their entire life polymorphed, true polymorphed, as a humanoid. And Nakul is in the form of a human with some scales and shit. But he's actually an ancient steel dragon, which is super cool. And the party doesn't know. They just think he's a dragonborn.
Which we still think is amazing.
Amazing or just normal? Because dragonborn are like a normal thing in this world.
Yaslan thinks is amazing because she hasn't really seen many in the
Oh,
Underdark.
that's true. There's no dragons in the Underdark or dragonborn.
He's a pretty cool 1T.
Not a Fazdora dragonborn. No. A dragon person dragonborn.
Yeah.
Apparently, only Dragonborn to Baldur's Gate 3 as well. I saw somewhere.
I would expect there to be.
Are they?
It was like new news or something that someone posted the other day.
Oh,
And it's
that's cool.
another class.
Okay, so y'all got through. That was actually it was good of you, Nakul, to make peace with some of the spirits. Though Nakul looked very exasperated.
Exasperated.
I think exacerbated would also be.
And masturbated.
Exacerbated,
No, sorry,
yeah.
Nicole's not here. Or JTC's not here.
Go far.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Go far.
It's supposed to relieve stress, not make you more stressed.
So, the little stone braziers kind of lead you through this cavern. They give off enough of a light that you kind of see a bit more of the area. And this place does actually look a lot like how the Vault of Kings looks, but fallen apart. Big platforms. It's still dark, like you can see just a little bit more. The ground that was just flat and chalky was a ground that there was buildings built into, almost like a giant surface world town. You still can't see the ceiling because it's like thousands of feet high. Are you raising your hand for a question?
Yeah, Vault of Kings, is that the city we just left pretty much?
Yes, that was the section of Gonsalgrim that you left.
I wanted to just double check. I thought it was, but
Yeah.
I thought it could have also been The other place, the place with the gnomes.
Blingden
I mean,
Stone?
That's
Yeah.
Stone.
Mm. No,
so
this
remember, there
is,
was like a maze and stuff like that.
yeah,
to
this is
get
nothing.
into it.
This is nothing like Blingden Stone.
Yeah.
The braziers lead you to a archway that looks like a tunnel going straight through. Nero, you know that you're getting close to your little reroute. Your little detour.
Detour.
Yes.
My secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Sorry.
Do you remember what we spoke about?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Then I'm going to let you describe where you lead them. As they start to walk through, you know
Yeah.
that if they go even a little bit further, there's going to be a big, like, blocked in wall.
Yeah, so I'm scouting ahead and I stop them. And I point at the wall. I said, this would be the entrance. But, and I point to like a little subsection. It's like off the trail, but I start navigating everybody through some like rough rocks, a little bit of rougher terrain that I seem to have no problem navigating. And eventually we are on like a secondary smaller trail. I lead them with a couple twists and turns to eventually what looks like just a run-of-the-mill normal everyday wall. And I look around and I go, what's the normal what season is it currently? Around Gonthelgrim, like winter, summer.
It's underground, so there aren't really
Right.
seasons.
But what season is it in the surface? That's what I'm asking.
Oh. I don't know. What season do you want it to be?
It
It's never
doesn't
been relevant.
matter.
So you get to pick. It's literally never been relevant.
I would say you know, it's summer because it's summer right now, so it's summer up there.
Not here.
Right. So, fun fact: a little behind the scenes work. Scarlett wanted me to do like a hidden tunnel entrance scene, and I thought it'd be super cool to introduce something that used to happen during the Cold War. So during the Cold War, people would hide messages. Russian spies or American spies would put messages inside of rocks and use that to communicate with each other. And it was a fake rock that you could like open up. But these ended up getting intercepted pretty easily because thermal imaging started to come through, and people could tell that the rocks that weren't hot, that were cold during the summertime, or were hot during the wintertime, were the hidden rocks, and they were able to intercept each other's messages. So
They were hot because
they were inside of the back of like a spy
truck.
van recently, or a truck
got
recently.
it, and it wasn't the same temperature as all the rocks.
Yeah, it wasn't the same
around.
temperature as all the other rocks. So Nero's cold-blooded. He's very attuned to temperature. So he starts slithering around on a couple of rocks, and finally you notice him like tilt his head a little bit, reach down and grab a rock that he just slithered over, and opens it up, and there's a sigil on it. He takes the sigil and he puts it on the wall, and you see a bunch of runes, dwarven runes, start to glow around it. And he whispers something into the stone, and suddenly you see it go indent and
Like a fucking Legend of Zelda door.
Legend of Zelda. The sound effect goes off and everything. And yeah,
Teardra like
And-
leans in to you. She's like, "What kind of magic was that? Was that runic sigil ward?
some dwarven
Apparition.
shit. I don't know.
Oh, this is a Zentarum.
Well, the Zentarum used this entrance, but the dwarves forgot about it.
She starts writing that down. Dwarves, very forgetful.
Yes. And yeah, you just see like a stone entrance, but like it's like a tunnel that quickly descends downward in like a very steep slope.
Oh, that's kind of frightening. Did anyone bring their sleds?
Why would you? Oh,
We have
What's a
sleds.
sled?
Oh, it's something you sit on in the snow and go.
What's snow?
You don't know about snow? Oh, she's a lovely Eladrin. Just kidding.
I would make sure if you're wearing any extra armor to take it off. The worst
What,
thing
we
that
go
can
down
happen.
naked?
Is it steep enough to like you couldn't just walk down it? It's like a slide almost.
Yeah, you can walk down it initially, but Nero's explaining that it gets narrower, and the worst thing that can happen is somebody gets stuck, and everybody behind them is fucked, and everybody in front of them can't get back.
All right, tighten your belts. She starts to kind of organize with all of the lizards holding all your supplies. How is it enough for them to get through?
We'll see. It's never been a problem for me.
Father, are you ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Lucius is gonna cast disguise self on himself and drop his normal
nice.
stature from 8 feet to 5 feet.
Teardra's gonna take a rope and tie it around like a column nearby and say, use this to keep your foot and we don't need anyone sliding off into the darkness.
I wonder how far down it is. Can you see the bottom or not?
No, it's
It's like a long chat.
twisting and turning as well. It's impossible to tell.
Well, whoever gets to the edge of the rope first, just tie on another rope. Safer if we have a and she kind of demonstrates having this like rope to kind of.
I shall lead the way.
All right.
And he attaches a rope to himself, and slithers down. He doesn't seem to be weary at all. Not worried. The slender, smooth form of Nero slithers down into the tiny little snake hole.
Teardra is going to lean into Lucius. What's up with that snake guy? He's kind of creepy.
Well, we don't really know much about him yet. He's kind of still that oddball in our party. But
Oddball
we're
is
learning.
right. Are you sure he's not leading us to our death?
Well, if he is, he will have one hell of a fight with this group.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point, but all right. And Shearsha's gonna start, like, kind of holding on to the rope and sliding, like her knees bent. You all cautiously make your way down. I'm gonna need some acrobatics checks from everybody.
Oh, no. Oh, acrobatics. Okay.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Will I get advantage because I'm a snake?
Pornicle.
So I get advantage.
No.
I got an 11 still.
Oh no, guys.
After I rolled a 4.
I mean, if it's athletics, I at least get a plus 10.
Lucius is just chilling.
Plus 19, but
Everybody, as
That is my second nat one
as
today.
you are lowering yourself kind of on this, it's like steep, you feel, Yaslin, you feel the gravel under your feet loosen. And suddenly it slips and like a good 2 inches of the topsoil breaks free and starts sliding down. You all start to like a landslide is happening. I'm gonna have you all make a strength saving throw to see if you can get out of this situation, or if you're gonna be carried down to the bottom of this path.
Is Lucius not able to like span the gap or something? Just roll
You literally
You-
used
You
your.
also-
You are smaller now.
Nat
No,
20,
I'm
baby.
saying-
It's not shocking that they happen with Yaslin because she doesn't have shoes on because she's got 10 toes on each foot.
What
Oh
was
yeah,
your
don't you
question?
get?
Yeah, you get
was a
advantage because you
comment.
got
It was a
grippers.
The ground underneath you. There's nothing to
Wow.
grip to.
No,
Well,
Lucius.
strengths.
Okay,
Nat
Lucius,
20s.
you in the last second get big again and straddle. You're like hand, feet, foot, as all of the gravel is like rushing underneath you. Yaslin, you go barreling and bash into the back of Lucius, but you're gonna hold it. Nikul, you grab on and like find some rock sticking up to stop as the gravel's all going. Nero, you just kind of surf down. You're just
Yeah,
like, this is
I expected this.
yeah, you're just you're gone.
Doo-doo-doo.
Um,
Good luck, everybody else.
expedition members are screaming. Lucius, you start feeling one person at a time backing, smushing up against you, and you're holding. Are you gonna try holding, or are you gonna just follow the path?
Lucius
The rope
is
runs
gonna-
out. I retie a longer rope. Keep slithering.
Lucius is gonna take an arrow and jam it into the cave wall and tie a rope around it, and then just
'Kay.
let everyone flow.
Go past him.
Okay, so
Let 'em drop.
Lucius just grabs onto the side
just
using an
dropping.
arrow. Everyone, you start sliding. It's almost like you're on a the incline's like this, right? It's not crazy, but the whole ground is carrying you down like a riptide. Yaslin, you're on your ass. Nikul, you managed to stay on your feet, but you're sliding down. Lucius is on the wall, and he's just like.
Bye.
The tunnel gets tighter and starts winding, and it's like you're on a slide. You're on a dirt slide. Fem Gamer Party, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the first TPK of Out of the Abyss.
Woo!
Woohoo! Welcome to Out of the Abyss actual play, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. That was so kind of you. Stick around. We're role playing a lot. I can't tell if Nikul. Oh, that you did freeze. Nikul froze like
There's hail here.
hail.
Oh,
There's hail right now.
Oh, outside. Oh my
I
gosh.
gotta get that soon.
My
Or
God.
gonna glance over me. Who knows?
Oh yeah, you guys both live in Texas, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever met?
No, not yet. We're
No.
we're planning something eventually.
Yeah.
Totally gonna plan something.
Excellent.
My cats came over because it's loud right now.
Yeah.
Aww.
Uh,
Okay, it's hailed in Arizona like once or twice, and I've always thought it was so kind of cozy because it makes such a loud noise. And I know it's terrifying, but I'm like, oh, this is so new and cozy. I'm just gonna be cozy now.
I have some pictures somewhere on my computer of it was Christmas Day and it hailed, which is odd because it's the middle of
Summer.
summer here. But yeah, it hailed so heavy, like you thought it was snow on the ground. And then after the hail, we had so much rain that it actually washed cars away. So,
Nice.
Kind of like you
Yeah.
guys washing away as you all slide. Lucius, you are on the wall and you see your expedition
Yeah.
one at a time.
Can
Oh.
I field surf?
Yes, you may. You may shield
Can I
surf.
shield surf?
Yes. No check required. You jump up and you start Zeldaing
Okay.
down, and you're like,
Let's do
you're shield surfing. Yeah, Lucius, you just see the whole expedition just Some of them are backwards, some of them are on the ground, some of them are standing. Lizards are screaming. All the supplies are just So you're hanging out. Nero, you expertly weave it out because you're a snake boy, and after like a while, it levels out and you land. But you notice like there's kind of sand and sediment kind of piling up, and you just kind of politely step aside and watch all of your comrades roll or shield surf or fall or step onto the ground by you, and everyone is quite panicked. Lucius, you're the only one left.
Lucius just kind of gives out a sigh and goes, I guess I'll go down too. And he like unhinges the arrow and just whoosh.
Just for
Roll for
fun, you
ballistics.
jump on to Lumi, and Lumi just like goes, "Ah!" And you're just like, oh, ha, 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 ha. You all make it to the bottom. Cup very dusty. It's like everyone's a little panicked and like, Jesus Christ, I was not expecting. Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm all toes.
Must be nice.
Whoa. That's a lot of toes, Yaslin.
Nero looks down.
Yeah.
See
Hey,
Lucius
Nero, don't
fly out
worry.
of-
She's got enough toes for you too.
I don't have toes.
Well, we
I
have.
have a tail.
I got a tale of how that was super badass. Anyways,
Yes.
I think you're the one who's leading us, so
Yes,
chip
right this
chip,
way.
cheerio. Teardra's like, Father, are you okay? I think I almost let my
Nicole's
wings
just
out.
like standing.
As everyone's getting their bearings, you
Just
see
pretend they don't
Lucius,
exist. It's fine.
like fly in on Lumi, and just like Lumi flaps his wings out and just kind of glides to the ground. He just lands unscathed.
Is that like the thinnest this path will be, or are there more places along the way that are going to be like thin? That, like only one person can fit through, type of thing.
It's going to be probably a combination of like wider tunnels, maybe 3 abreast could walk, up to like little things where one at a time have to squeeze through. But you
Yeah.
know that you are headed towards a single crack, a crevice that will plunge deep into the Underdark. That is your goal.
Right. Nero starts leading the party through this, and he gets to like the first narrow way, and he goes, "This is a loading screen, so that the cells on the other side have time to buffer properly."
Steven's the one that told me that has how that worked, and I think
Yeah.
of it every time I see a squeeze through. I'm like, loading screen.
Remember Resident Evil Village, where you first go into the basement of the mansion, and then you
I've
take
not
the
played
elevator
it.
to go up?
I haven't played it.
Chat, you know what I'm talking about. The elevator's a loading screen. You're welcome. Like it doesn't matter how many, it seems like you're going up infinite levels like forever. It's because it's a loading screen. They're loading the mansion
Yeah, that's
for you. Yeah.
definitely how it works, which is kind of, it's creative though. Like sometimes when I think of like game design things, it's so creative.
It is. It's pretty special.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So Nero just slithers on through.
Shersha does not trust Nero because she's a little rebel and a punk, and she's gonna just follow right behind Nero. Like, I'm not letting this motherfucker out of my sight.
Nero doesn't clock this at all. He's just like, finally a dwarf that's like competent and knows what it's doing. Like I love this.
I take it Nero does not like dwarfs, from what I've heard recently.
He doesn't dislike dwarfs. He dislikes
Gauntlgrimian.
he dislikes-
Gauntlgrimians?
he
Gauntlgrimites?
dislikes the politics of Gauntlgrim.
That's fair.
Shersha is like 19 years old and doesn't know the politics of Contelgrim.
Right, right.
Okay, Shersha thinks she knows way more than she actually does.
Right.
She
Like a
is
19-year-old.
Don't we all?
she is very flawed, but also amazing. And I'm so glad that she's here on this expedition with you guys. I'm so glad to be here. Don't tell Uncle Jamich. He'd kill me if he found out I totally stowawayed.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
You think I'm never going to talk to him again?
What do you mean? We're getting out of here alive, right? Right?
Doesn't mean I want to talk to him.
That's the hope.
What do you mean? This is just like an adventuring party, right?
I don't know if we're gonna get out alive or not. That's not my concern.
What do you mean?
Concern's just getting us to the place.
We're going back though, right?
That's the plan.
I mean, I
To me,
have
at least.
Eventually,
I have
yes.
school in the next
I haven't-
semester.
I don't plan that far ahead.
Don't worry, our plan is to go back. Don't listen to the naysayers.
Suddenly Shersha is like, oops.
Nero like tilts his
Still
head
on dark.
yeah, Nero kind of tilts his head at what Yoslin said, and he's just like, I wasn't trying to be a downer. I just legitimately don't know.
Don't plan that far. Yes.
Right. If the god of death wants to take me during this expedition, then he can.
The God of Death sounds metal as fuck. Does he have any music?
Believe he does have a lot of metal armor. I don't know. He probably does have some sort of music that he plays, though I never heard it.
As you're having this uncomfortable conversation, you make your way and you finally reach the tunnel you're going through. Kind of like opens up, just not taller, but like kind of like opens up, and the ground slouches down. There's like little fountains of water kind of like pouring through, and there's a single stake that is clearly meant for a kind of belay situation, like a rope pulley contraption. It is just big enough for your largest boxes of supplies to be hoisted down.
Nice. You can bring those down to me, and if they fall, I'll catch them. Nero just... can I tell how far down this tunnel is? I mean, I've done the tunnel before.
Yeah, you know that this tunnel...
Or like, how far is this current drop that we're at?
This current drop is going to be about 300 feet.
Okay.
Which is, you don't want the party to panic.
Right. But that's a lot. That's
You also
significant.
know it's going to trigger a lot of claustrophobia in some people who are not sneaky snakes.
Nero doesn't clock that either. He's not very good at picking up other people's discomfort. So he just like puts a rope around the little system and just like starts careening down like he normally does. Until he gets to about, I would say, 5 stories down, and then he just drops.
You're just like,
Yeah, he just like fully lets go of the rope and just like free falls, basically.
so you know that if you free fall, if you try to grab back on, like that's going to be a problem, right?
No, he's fully invested in just fully falling down. He has slow fall.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah, so you just start falling.
Mhm.
Lucius, did you just raise your hand?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. I thought you went boop. Okay.
I was scratching my head like that.
Oh, Nero just disappeared down the hole.
Mm.
It's a tiny little hole. I don't
So
know.
we got a lot of stuff we have to get through there.
Yeah, Teardra starts ordering people to start wrapping up supplies. Father, I don't know how we're gonna get the lizards down.
That's a good question. I was hoping that somebody would have the spell Slowfall, but not Slowfall, Featherfall.
You wanted to just
But I guess
throw
we
the
don't.
lizards down? One at a time?
Could we
It would've
tie a
been
rope
five at a
around
time,
them and
I
throw them?
believe the
We could try-
levitate
How-
spell would still work in this instance because as soon as levitate ends, no matter how high up they are, they fall
Like slow
without
fall?
taking damage. Yeah,
But it's only up to 500 pounds.
right.
I don't know how heavy the lizards are.
Also, I don't know if anyone other than Yaslin has it, and she can only cast it on herself.
Yeah, Yaslin, are you gonna just levitate down the hole?
Alright.
All the drow in the party just go.
You see, that's what I was wondering. Like, levitate is actually a magic feat, so I didn't know whether or not the other drow would have it. Otherwise, we were told it led
No,
to.
all magic. All drow have that ability. Sereth has it. Like every drow in my bestiary all have levitate. If cast
Well,
on themselves.
that would have
many
helped
lizards
at the
They were not
elevator,
they were
'cause,
not able
yeah.
to use it because the ghosts were battering them.
Yeah, Yaslin
How-
will probably do that, but take some stuff with her maybe.
How many lizards are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lizards.
But she's not going to go down till other
These
people
lizards
find out
are
first.
being very helpful with carrying your supplies.
So, Scarlet, the item that you gave me has spells. Am I allowed to use them?
Yeah, you can use spells.
Okay. Then I will expend 18 charges to cast Levitate 9 times.
Dang.
This is what Teardra brought to you, right?
Yes.
Why don't you describe to everybody how this, what Nicole does when everyone's like, what are we going to do about the lizards? This is a tiny hole. We didn't sign up for this shit.
Nicole is going to just, after Teardra comes to him, he's going to get her to help him line up the lizards. And then, one by one, he will set his hand on each one and cast Levitate from his from Shinebreaker, which glows sort of in a strange, not unfamiliar light. It's a different light from what people have seen him do with Smite. This one's a little bit softer, not so much as like a blade. But as he expends this magic, the light on Shinebreaker gets dimmer and dimmer until it's just barely glowing as he pushes the last one through. Alright, problem solved. Let's go.
Absolutely. And she takes all the lizards and they're like, and she's like, come on, come on. And she just kind of like leads them down through the crevice. And she, after having roped each of them together, pulls them down like a little balloon. And
How much would the lizards weigh?
doesn't matter. Moving on.
I was saying I was saying like they could have like held onto the ropes and then
499 pounds.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The rope has a tensile strength of 500 pounds, prorated. We're good.
Gabriel, don't worry about it. Yes, I am ruling otherwise.
It's an intensely magical item.
We look, they were able to solve this. We could have done it one at a time, but we don't have time for that.
Yeah, I was basically just saying that Nicole and his daughter could have used it as like a parachute. holding on if they didn't have enough weight. If they didn't have too much weight already, is all.
So, as each of you start making your way,
Super VIP.
I just dropped something. Oh, Falconer, thank you so much for the tier
Over
2.
5 years.
Over 5 years. I can't even believe I've been streaming that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Falconer, the OG.
Each of you start pushing your way through, laying down this crevice, and it kind of like you think that, like, you know, you're like letting yourself down. It's an uncomfortable amount of time. Nicole, you especially hate this.
Yeah. That's why he decided to go last, because he's like, I really don't want to do this.
You're like, hey, at least if I fall, I land on somebody's head, right?
Yep, it'll be fine. Haha.
You slide lower and lower and lower. It kind of reminds you of the lift, but not as long, but still as terrifying because it's much deeper than you anticipated. It just keeps going deeper and deeper. And then finally, it's dark too, because like the tunnel is right around you. You finally slide down and the tunnel opens up. And the cavern that you descend into is dimly lit. It is a giant cavern, maybe 100 feet more to the ground. It is a Zirkwood forest. All of the cavern walls carpeted with moss, iridescent, glowing mushrooms lighting up the place, and giant Zirkwoods towering. You slide down past the caps of these large wooden structures, and your feet touch the bottom, a mossy end. This is absolutely the Underdark.
Oh, I wish I had never come back here. I was hoping I never would, but yeah.
I'm just happy to be on ground. Nicole is still like white knuckle gripping the rope.
I'm just happy not to be in chains this time.
It's also...
You wait for everybody in your expedition to safely touch the bottom. A few of them look shaken, nervous, uncomfortable. Some look around and wonder they have never seen such an alien yet strangely beautiful place. This cavern is quite large. You sense that there's actually quite a bit of resources and supplies here. Teardra approaches Nicole. I think this might be a really good time to start looking around for a place to camp or even a potential outpost. There's plenty of wood. Seems like there could be water to be found here if there's this much moss, and there's more mushrooms around here than plenty of food.
We need to replenish our supplies to begin with, so yes, if you can split everyone up into squads so that they can do some foraging, I think that would be best.
All right, I will arrange for that now. We can at least get some supper started. And as far as where you want to look for a more permanent settlement or camp, do you have anything in mind? And she's going to invite the rest of you guys into the conversation. What would you like me to tell them to look for as far as an outpost? Do you want somewhere high, maybe in like an overlook, or would you like us to find a smaller cave, or what would you like?
Prefer a smaller cave, but I might be outvoted here.
cave could be hard to defend. It could be good for defense, but at the same time, if you make it hard for people to get in, it can be hard to get out if you need to.
I can get out.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
Talking about other people here that we're
I
going to
don't
be
want
having at
so
the outpost.
the hope would
Inconvenience
be
others.
the hope would be to store some supplies that could be sent to us in the future if we need them. We would have to leave a number of people to defend it. But that's all up to you. So,
Lucius.
Lucius, what do you think?
Sorry, I was distracted. What are we talking?
We're planning on what kind of place we would like to build our first outpost.
Preferably not one around Drow. I do not like them. Well,
Yaslin.
All of the
Yes, really.
drow go.
I mean,
Oh, dude!
that's not-
Wow! You think you know somebody for 2 days and then just drop a bomb on you like that? Wow!
Oh no!
It seems that we
Nero
have two
has his
votes
hands
for a
up. He's like
cave.
looking at Yoslin, like, "Nah, I'm not with this guy."
It seems we have 2 votes for a cavern or cave. I would like one that is relatively close to an outcropping so that we could maybe have a higher vantage point as well, so that we can keep an eye. But
I agree
with the Zirkwood Forest, I don't know how much help that would be.
It's a little hard to see through. There's a lot oddly, a lot like a forest from the surface if you look at it from a certain way.
Yes. These are mushrooms that essentially act as trees down here.
Well-
They really do. We use them all our life.
Well, we wouldn't want to
So-
waste this advantage.
Yes.
She scurries off and starts separating your expedition into little groups and starts putting them in different directions with instructions of what to look for. And then she also arranges for several of them to start foraging for mushrooms, though they are a bit unfamiliar with the varieties they could find here.
Yaslin,
some of those tiny ones.
Yaslin and her family will be looking as well for the food because they know the area.
So she arranges that the foraging groups are led by the drow, as they do know what is good and bad.
Even if some people don't like us.
Yes, I trust the Drow's judgments.
Well, that makes 2 of you.
No!
Is Lucius a a closet racist this entire time?
He's
Oh my
very unhappy he
God.
got imprisoned by the Drow. Not
Everybody in this
necessarily-
group has gotten imprisoned.
This
Everyone
is not
except
the
for
plot
Nero.
twist I was expecting. Yeah, Nero doesn't give a shit about the Drow, like one way or the other. He doesn't. He just doesn't like bigots.
Lucius, do we need to
It's
have a
Canada.
conversation?
Hmm.
Lucius, bud, it's not cool what you're saying, bud. You gotta stop.
I'm
the dr-
turning
with the
bright
drow
red.
Listen. Can't hate somebody because they're a specific
You
race.
guys have
It's
literally
not-
defeated the drow that were chasing. The drow are not even the issue. You're coming back to the Underdark to fight demons, and you're here as long as there's no drow around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we should probably look out more for demons than the drow.
Meanwhile, there's
Fine.
literally a demon in our party.
Fine. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh, wait,
Oh, I didn't.
I'm in
I
Catatonius.
don't know. I don't. Nero doesn't actually know that. My bad. My bad. I shouldn't have said that.
Fine.
We're just pulling them
Nick
along
knows
like
that,
a
Nero
sleigh or
doesn't.
something like that.
Hmm?
We're just pulling them along on a little sleigh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're still possessed
Yeah.
by ghosts and comas,
Ants. They're doing ants.
They're just
and
they're just
while they're
constantly
doing
on
ants, yeah.
They're just doing ants.
crazy
Oh.
dreams, probably.
All right. After a time, Tirja returns. All right, we found We found a small cave. It's doesn't have any other tunnels or anything. It's just one single cavern. It is a little bit higher up, so it's a bit of a hike upwards. And I think it should be a good place to set up camp.
Let's go.
She leads you through the Zirkwood forest. You notice there's like these rock formations that at first you think they are roots, like giant roots. But trees don't come this far down, so they're obviously, clearly rocks. But she leads you up one such route, hop onto another kind of like ledge, go up a little while, and then you find the entrance to a cave. It is about, so I'd say it'd be 20 by 20, but your expedition
We have
absolutely
a huge number.
yeah. So there is like a little like area outside of it that enough people could fit around and make little tents, but the actual cave itself is about 20 by 20. So you decide that this would be, while a good place for you all to rest for the night, it's also a good place that you could easily fortify and stash some of your supplies here and leave some of your expedition here to continue to start foraging supplies to begin your supply chain. As you know, this is quite a long journey to Mantle Dareth, and you would like to set up outposts that you can send messages and supplies through if you need it, in case down the road, if you start going hungry because a bunch of your supplies were taken, you can request supplies being sent and get news of any kind of demonic interference. So you all begin pitching your tents, loading supplies into the cave. And actually, okay, we have like 10 minutes left on our normal time. So I guess that's a good time for us to set up our camp, and you can have some last minute social interaction. Yes?
I just want to say I'm sorry that my internet cutting out just messed up with one's portraits.
You literally didn't have to say anything.
I'm
Nothing
saying
got
sorry,
messed
that's
up.
all.
You don't have to.
It's
You're
okay.
fine.
I'm Yaslin now.
I'll
It's okay.
fix it.
And also, I missed most of what was said as well. So like,
We
there was a
found
cave
little
found,
cave.
and
We
that's
found a little
yes.
crevice. We're setting up our supplies in there and setting up a supply chain. We have to figure out who we're leaving behind, though, to help forage.
Yes.
Teardra starts cooking for you all.
Oh no.
She has some of the mushrooms that the others found, and she's like, I'm gonna give you some saute mushrooms with
Is it Teardra or
mushroom-"
Shirsha that
Oh,
is
sorry,
cooking?
Shirsha. They have
Okay.
such similar names, which is so funny because Kurtzu inspired the name Shirsha. So this is your fault.
During like downtime, Nero's gonna go over to Yoslin. And he's going to say, I noticed all of those symbols on your outfit. Are you a worshiper of a deity?
Yes, Elstray is the deity that we worship.
Stray. I'm not familiar.
She is the sword goddess. Sword goddess. Oh, I forgot everything. She's the good goddess of the Drow who seeks to help the Drow get away from the evil spider bitch, and head to the surface. And her main symbol is a sword.
Nero leans in and he goes, I don't like the spider bitch.
No, no one does.
She
Not even her followers.
She withholds death from her followers when they deserve it or need it. She keeps them alive for her own bidding. We find that selfish.
Kirsten's just nodding along.
Eladrin's much more giving.
Okay.
Or
Is that the god
Elistray.
you worship?
Elistray.
Oh,
sorry.
that's true.
Elistray.
Did you say the Eladrin?
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. My brain's weird.
Yes, you
Ellis-
worship the other elves.
Yeah, no.
The fails, you know.
Illustrates a
Yeah.
lot more understanding and giving.
Yes. She is very kind and generous, and
That's
all of the visions that she has given me have helped rather than hindered.
yes, yes. Visions help. They're not bad. They help.
And she's actually why we're down here, because she told us we need to come down here to help.
As did mine.
Nero slithers away. He thinks he had the best conversation of the day.
Shersha
Well, I was
is
talking to
still
Yasmin.
watching you. Shersha's gonna like go over to Nero.
I'm writing down
you.
something in my book.
Yeah,
What's that book?
it's a book. I journal. I write down stuff.
Oh, that's super cute. What kind of stuff?
Observations, lists, organizational things.
What'd you write about me?
I haven't written about you. What would you like me to write?
Oh, well, and then she's gonna pull out some mushroom stew.
Mm-hmm.
You can write about this bowl of soup I made you.
I already ate a week ago, and my stomach's still full.
You can like taste it.
Okay.
Oh god, that's a full steak ton. Oh, I don't know why I didn't expect that, and here we are. That makes perfect sense.
I'm just licking it. I'm not even like, I'm not getting any in my mouth. I'm just like,
You know what?
It's tastes like mushroom stew.
Well, that's what it is. Hey,
can tell.
Nicole, do you want to try my mushroom stew? She
Nero
just-
writes down in his journal.
Absolutely.
Shirsha, dwarf lady who stayed, makes mushroom stew.
A very different palette from Javen.
Is it as good as Jamie's?
It's different.
Different. Oh no.
It's different. He liked.
How
A
did
little
he
bit-
do it? What would he do?
I don't know what he did, but
Okay,
I
what,
could
but
tell
like,
you
yeah, what did it taste like?
his tended to be a little bit more peppery, if that makes sense. Just a little bit, because it's usually a little bit darker down here, and there's no sunlight, so everything is a little bit washed out, and it. Essentially,
Oh, I
the
need
flavors
more-
are a little bit bolder,
More seasonings. Got it. I could
but
do
not
that.
too much.
But not too much. Okay. He's like the best chef I've ever met. So
He is the best chef I've ever met.
wish he
He's
had
also
such
the
a.
best shit.
He's the best shit. He is a shit. Kind of mad that he
Yeah.
didn't come
Tear
down
up,
here.
guys! I'm gonna tear up.
Don't be mad at him, okay? I do think it's kind of shitty that he didn't come down here, but you know he's dealing with a lot of shit. It's not his fault. His dad, my uncle, my real uncle. James is technically my cousin, but I call him uncle. It's a whole thing. But yeah, his dad is kind of a dick. It's not his fault.
I don't
And
blame
now he's
him.
dead.
He's alive.
No, he survived. What?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he came. Yeah, he's alive.
Wow.
Don't just kill people off, Yaslin.
Who
That
killed
was big
Jamin?
side,
Yes.
Who killed him?
Anyways,
Um,
I'll try to add more pepper or salt or whatever. I'll get more savory. It's just I've never worked with these ingredients before. This place is kind of different than I imagined.
he also tended to take a lot of notes in terms of like what certain flavors are available here. I believe he had an entire spice drawer that was just Underdark spices, which is
I should have stolen that from him before I came down here.
If you
don't
ever need a
steal from
hand,
family.
It's borrowing. Come on. You know he was going to
If
give
you're
it
not
to me after he
returning
died.
it in the same state, it is not.
I would
borrowing.
return it. We're coming. Wait. You're the
That's the definition of stealing.
She like narrows her eyes. You guys keep talking weird. Do you not expect to make it back? I thought this was like a weekend trip.
well, not a weekend, but we'll plan to go back.
You do realize we're fighting against literal demons of the underworld, right? I don't think she was informed of what we
No,
were doing
she was
down
not.
here.
Guys, my semester starts in like 3 weeks.
You're
Well,
not going to make it back
maybe-
in 3 weeks.
Maybe you should be one of the ones that stay in the outpost.
You should ask for an
I'm
extension.
not
head back
staying
to me
here.
too.
What?
J-Mitch would never forgive us if anything happened to you. But
This-
that
Because-
being said, you are your own person. I will not stop you from following us. But I would like you to know that it is fairly dangerous to follow us.
Okay, well, dangerous is super
Not your middle
metal.
name.
We said completely different things. Look, I'm here. You need a chef, right?
We would love a chef, yes.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna go add some more pepper to your soup. And she takes the bowl and
Nero's now holding another notebook, and he goes up to Shirsha and he goes, I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, I would worry, but doesn't look like the god of death wants to take you anytime soon.
Nero, you're scaring her.
I said something comforting, I thought.
You
look.
said something very matter of fact.
It was.
She like it's surprising because this kind of sounds like something Shirsha would normally be like, yeah, that's pretty rock and roll. But she seems absolutely unsettled by Nero.
Nero's not blinking either.
Yeah, like Shirsha.
It's an unblinking, like, matter of fact, like, don't worry, dude. God of Death has no plans for you yet.
So, Shirsha, who is normally like super laid back, chilled, and thinks that everything that's hardcore is super cool, she is absolutely unsettled by Nero. And she's like, I'm gonna go set up my bedroll with Lucius because we hung out for like a week. So I'm going to bed. Extra soup is on the fire. It needs more pepper, so you could just add that if you good night. Hey Lucius, let's are you going to bed?
Yeah. Turn in for the night, you know.
She's gonna like set up her bedroll and like, what have I done?
Well, you know, I'm also may have said some things that have stirred some things in other people.
Nero's writing in his journal. He's like, today I tried to do more than 3 conversations today. So far, it's going very well. I expect to have even more great conversations tomorrow.
As you write your little thing, I expect to have more conversations tomorrow. There is like a little lull, and then a little bit of ink, like an ink trail on the blank page underneath where you wrote, yes, have more conversations. It's good to have friends. ... And that's where we're
Yeah.
gonna end the session. Our
It's a
very
book that's right
Ah,
itself.
yes. Hi, my name is Nero. Hi, my name is ChatGPT.
Nero's god is cryptocurrency and ChatGPT.
Yep. Oh no! Is Nero just like one of the crypto NFT bros?
He's a crypto bro. Yeah.
Oh no!
Dude,
Thanks for making the chibi, by the way. We're planning on selling it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna go for Ethereum, like +3, I think, which is significant. Apparently, I don't fucking know.
Oh, anything.
Oh no. You guys are beautiful and lovely and wonderful. I know it was a bit of a weirder session, but I don't know. I actually thought it was pretty dope.
It was good.
I think it was on course for like on par to normal, like how weird it was. Like we usually.
We
do.
knew it was gonna be
weird it was.
chaotic. We knew it was gonna
Yeah.
be chaotic.
It made it hard not having both GTC and Elephane here because their characters are pretty thematic to ghosts. But
Yeah.
It's like, what do we do? We don't know.
Ghosts, where?
hey,
Where are our Ghostbusters? Our
Ghosts.
in-house Ghostbusters.
you did a great job. That was excellent. All right, guys. So you set up a outpost. I got most of the way the outposts were hashed out, but I need to just hash it out just a little bit more, just because now it's like actually in effect. So
So, are we leaving some people here? Are we? From our group?
We'll-
Have we decided who?
if you don't, we will decide that next week. Or you know what? Actually, I'm gonna have a channel in the Discord. Let's
Yeah, I
Let's
want
do it
Cora
all.
and Kothar to at least have some input on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
Let's have that in the Discord because I don't think the chat is gonna be interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I already
Yes.
picked up. I've already picked out who would be the best to stay. That's all.
Subscribe to our Patreon for our behind-the-scenes footage of the. No, just kidding.
Does anyone even have a Patreon?
That's a pretty cool idea. I want to make a Patreon. I just don't know what to put on the Patreon.
I would 100% do a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff, talking with people about their
think that'd be
characters for
fun.
Patreon.
I
It'd be
think
so much fun.
if only we actually. Oh, also, Buff, let me know when you want me to get with you to record some voice lines and stuff.
Yes, I just want to bring the recaps back. I know I haven't done them in a couple weeks.
You've
I
been
still want to do
busy,
them.
and I totally forgot.
But yeah, I want to create voice lines with. You know what? I'm not gonna say live. Chat. You get to figure that out when the time comes.
Exactly. All right, you all did beautiful.
there.
Have a great night. We will not be meeting
golden-
next week. Oh yeah, golden buzzers. I forgot.
Golden buzzers.
No, cool.
Sorry, can you convince me?
Yes, Yaslin.
I'm trying to think who would be the best, and all I can think
Okay.
of is all the different characters that you did today. Like,
Nero.
Nero, who are you giving it to?
I'm giving it to first of all, I want to give honorable mentions to Lucius for pulling Shearsha out. I think that was very cool.
That was
so
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
And to Yaslin for the 10 toes and the wifey reveal. I think that was glanced over. That was very subtly glanced over, but that is significant lore dropping, and I love it. But I'm going to give it to Koretsu for being the one to take care of the ghosts, and in a very cool lore droppy way.
Cool, Lucius.
I'd like to give mine to Nicole just because Nicole handled the ghost thing and kind of helped us move forward. And I think that was pretty awesome.
Okay, Nicole, it's back to you.
I was saying Nero for having the best conversations.
Nero has great conversations. He's so good at it.
Yaslin.
Nicole as well for the ghost thing. When I disconnected, I just completely lost all idea of what happened throughout the
Wow.
session. Got distracted, so
Wow, this
yeah, sorry
session
about
was
that.
so magical for you to be able to forget so
It was
quickly.
it's the phase res. It's
No,
messing
it's
with messing with the magics.
Yeah.
No, it's just I got so focused on crap, I gotta do all this stuff to try and get back in. I even connected to Discord on my phone and stuff, and it's just
Aw.
Yeah.
brain
All
just went out.
All right. Everybody, you did a great job. No stream next week unless you guys want to do something with yourselves.
But we will reconvene on the 25th of June. Y'all are beautiful. Have a great, amazing day, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Lord Arctic, that was so fucking funny. Thank you so much for watching Out of the Abyss. Like I said, we won't be doing it next Sunday, but we'll be doing the Sunday after. I will, however, be streaming all this week. We play Pathfinder every week, and I do art streams where I do like art, like I draw, or
Puff the Magician played this card, Scappa.
oh, let's hydrate. Don't forget to follow our players. We have Kurtzu, Bufflovin, Products Gamer AU, and Poof the Magician. They did such a good job. Let's raid my friend. All right, let's do the raid. Y'all are beautiful. I'm gonna go chill out. I know Steven's probably so sleepy. He had to wake up early just so that I could play D&D. Poor guy. Poor guy. I'll see you in a couple days though. I'll be streaming here on Twitch on maybe Tuesday. Till next time, have a nat 20 day. I love that. Thank you everybody for coming. We'll see you. Goodbye.